Could be a crucial point, of course, at home to Osasuna last week. Out go Sasic, Neu, Juan Cruz and Garcia, and in come Jorge Sainz at the back. Tapia in midfield, Rodriguez, and the Ivory Coast international Diamande leads the line for Boya Jimenez's men. For Barca, just the two changes. I think they would have made more changes had that Champions League tie against Borussia Dortmund still being in the balance, but they're leading 4-0 and almost certainly going through to the semi-final. So they've just made the two changes from that side that brushed aside Borussia Dortmund in midweek at the Olympic Stadium. So in defence, Pau Kubasi, he drops to the bench, is replaced by Ario, and in midfield, Frankie de Jong makes way for Eric Garcia. So it's still a very, very strong Barcelona lineup and a very, very strong bench as well, of course, for Hansi Flick's men. So let's have a look at the lineups. First of all, our home team, Leganes, and in goal is Dimitrovic. I think they're going to play a sort of 5-4-1 with three central defenders. So I think it's going to be Hernandez on the left, down the middle, as it were, the three players, Sainz, Gonzalez and Altamira. Rossier, the Frenchman, at right back. A midfield quartet of Rodriguez, Tapia, Cisse and Raba, and Diamande leading the line for Barcelona. Szczesny in goal. I think a sort of 4-2-3-1 formation for Barca. So in defence, Balde, Martinez, Ario and Koundé. Holding in midfield, Pedri and Garcia behind Rafinha, Lopez and Lamine Yamal. Robert Lewandowski leading the line. On the benches for the hosts, Alvin, Bachila, Brasanac, Chico, Cruz, De La Fuente, Duke, Garcia, Lopez, Munir El Haddadi, Neu and Soriano. And for Barca, Christensen, Kubasi, De Jong, Fati, Fort, Gavi, Pochin, Martin, Pena, Torres and Pau Victor. And as far as injuries go, long-term injuries go, Barisic and Franqueza for Leganes, and for Barca, Bernal, Casado, Dani Olmo, who's out with a groin injury, and obviously first-choice goalkeeper Ter Stegen, who's still out with that long-term injury, that knee injury. Barca are going to be in a change strip this evening, so they'll be playing in their black strip with red trim. Leganes will be in their usual home strip in this, the Estadio Municipal Butarque Stadium on the outskirts of Madrid. Our referee for this evening will be Francisco Jose Hernandez. And interesting to look back earlier on in the season, Leganes did win the corresponding fixture. They went to the Olympic Stadium and they got 3 points. Things feel very, very different now for Barcelona, who are going to get us underway in the first half, playing from left to right. So Leganes in their usual home strip, the white with the blue trim. Barca in the change strip, the black, all black with the red trim, playing from left to right and with the opportunity to open up a lead over Real Madrid tonight of 7 points. Really put the pressure on Carlo Ancelotti's men, who have got no choice, of course, but to field full strength, you would think, tomorrow night, if they are going to stay in this title race and continue their hopes, of course, of a treble, which were looking intact until recently. A couple of poor results in La Liga to fall behind Barcelona, and of course that defeat against Arsenal. Lewandowski tried to slip that one through towards the edge of the penalty, half cleared by Leganes out towards this near side, but Koundé will retrieve for Barcelona, who are making the early running here, unsurprisingly. The opportunities for the ball down the line has been cut out, and we throw in to Barcelona, and this one just inside the Leganes half down this right hand side. So the Barcelona right down this near touchline, swept out towards that far side, just to the left of the centre circle. There's the ball down the line, and it's a decent one as well for Balde. There's this ball slipped through down to the dead ball line. It's cut back. There's nobody there in a Barca shirt to put it in. Otherwise, there was a tap in, and it's put out for our first corner of the evening. Really good work down that left-hand side for Barcelona by Alejandro Balde. They've taken the corner short. In comes the cross. It's a dangerous delivery as well, which is cleared, and Barca reset back towards the halfway line. There's the low ball, balled out towards that far side. Cross comes in, left-footed, headed clear on the edge of the 6-yard area by Sainz, the number 3 for Leganes. But Barca come again instantly. Low crossing this time is cut out, throwing to Barca level the edge of the penalty area on the far side. Down the line it goes. It's ball there again. Infield towards Garcia. Now it's with Pedri just outside the centre circle. They work it out towards this right-hand side to Barca. Then infield it goes. Lopez. Low ball towards Lewandowski. Back to goal just outside the D. Makes his way towards the right-hand side. He's just level with the right-hand side of the penalty area now. Back towards Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal goes square to Pedri. Pedri back down towards the near side. Jules Koundé about 35 yards from goal. It's a little bit congested. 25-30 yards from goal. There's a coming together there midway inside the Leganes half. I think it was a Barca free kick, but the referee's allowed play to continue because Pedri already has possession for Barca. Sweeps one out towards this near side. Lamine Yamal level with the edge of the penalty area. Down towards the dead ball line he goes. There's the cross right footed towards the far post. It's a lovely delivery as well, and it had to be put out of harm's way. And put out of harm's way it was by Valentin Rossier at the expense of a second corner for Barcelona inside this first 3 minutes. They've started really, really quickly, the league leaders. Lamine Yamal with a lovely cross from that far side, and it had to be clear because Lewandowski was there waiting at the far post for a tap-in. Corner then for Barca. They went short last time from this near side. This one's from the far side. The Barca left. They've gone short again. And the ball comes back out towards the far side again with Lopez. Lopez thought about the cross, just cuts it in field. Challenge comes in on the edge of the penalty area. Fair one, says the referee. No, he doesn't. Gives a free kick. Lamine Yamal, who'd worked his way over towards that left-hand side, wins himself a free kick. And an opportunity for Barca here, 25 yards from goal. It's a little bit too wide. Possibly might suit a right footer. I was going to say a little bit too wide for a shot at goal. It's almost level with the left-hand side of the penalty area. Just seeing a replay of that one. Well, the initial challenge, I think the ball was won. It was the second one, I think. Yeah, it was. It was the second one, which was from Cisse. That was the foul. The first challenge from the, I think it was the number 6, Sergio Gonzalez. Indeed, it was. He actually won the ball. Free kick then to Barca. 25 yards from goal. 4-man wall. Rafinha's behind it. And the Brazilian might go for goal. Is Lewandowski going to try? Lewandowski does in the end. Looked all of the world as if it was going to be Rafinha the way he was shooting. Right-footed shot, always rising from the pole, and it's behind for a goal kick to the hosts. 5 minutes played here at the Estadio Municipal Butaque, and it's goalless. And goal kick for the Leganes goalkeeper Dimitrovic, the Serbian. He's going to kick long, which he does, right-footed out towards that far side. Looks like pretty much every seat is taken here. It's a very, very small stadium here. Must be one of the smallest in La Liga. About 12,500, and I don't think there'll be a spare one tonight as the might of Barcelona are in town. Now here's an opportunity for the host now towards this left-hand side. Cross comes in. It's got to be put out by Jules Koundé. It'll be a corner for the hosts. Their first of the evening. Good run down this left-hand side by Diamande. He was in acres of space. And with the outside of the right boot, just trying to clip it in towards that penalty area. And Jules Koundé had to cut it out at the near post. And let's not forget that Leganes, well, they're looking to do the double over Barcelona tonight. They won the corresponding fixture early on in the season. Corner then from this near side. It's going to be taken by the number 7 Rodriguez, and it comes towards the near post, and Rafinha of all people volleying that one clear for Barca, but it will be retrieved by the host, looped down that left-hand side, and it's not going to find anyone other than the Barca player, and Barca can clear, and indeed they do clear towards the halfway line. Lamine Yamal, what a lovely turn. He had his shirt pulled there. That'll be a yellow card almost certainly as well. Beautiful turn from the youngster, just on the halfway line, just going to get away down this near side, and Altamira with the cynical challenge goes into the book, becomes the first name to go into the book, and I don't think he could have any complaints, although his manager did on the touchline. So the number 2, Adria Altamira, goes into the book. First yellow card in the afternoon, and Barcelona have possession, looped in towards the penalty. It's got too much on it though. It was one to chase, and it was the chasing was being done by Garcia. stretched out the right leg to try and bring the ball down inside the penalty area. It was looped over his head, but just had too much on it, that ball through, and it bounces through to Dimitrovic, the Leganes goalkeeper. Long ball forward this time from the goalkeeper. There's the header clear towards the halfway line. Beautifully brought down, though, on the chest, on the halfway line by Hernandez for Leganes. He turns, though, and goes back to the goalkeeper just outside the D. Takes one touch, then left-footed kicks long. Sails over the halfway line. Jules Koundé there with the header for Barca. Bounces inside the centre circle. It's loose, it's there to be won, and it's the hosts who come away with it. Rodriguez loops one out towards that far side to Rossier, the Frenchman. Back towards the halfway line it goes. Good spell of possession this from the hosts after being under the cosh for the first 5 minutes or so. Crossing opportunity. There it comes towards the near post, and it's cut out at the near post for Barca by Pedri. Out towards that far side. It will be a throw-in, though, to Leganes, level with the edge of the Barcelona penalty area down their right-hand side. And it's going to be taken by Rossier. Challenge comes in on the edge of the penalty area. Fair one, says the referee, and well, in the end, Cisse couldn't get the ball out from under his feet. In the end, he does really well. Loops one out towards this near side. A little bit of space for Diomande, but Diomande is offside. It'll be a free kick to Barcelona. Just over 8 minutes played here in Leganes. It's goalless. And in some other games this afternoon, throughout the day, this is the last one tonight, of course, before we go again tomorrow. And Real Sociedad 0, Mallorca 2, Getafe 1, Las Palmas 3, and Celta Vigo 0, Espanyol 2. So just the 4 La Liga games. Long ball forward now for Barca. That's got too much on it. That's going to go comfortably into the arms of Marko Dimitrovic, who wastes no time at all bowling the ball out. Goes up towards the near side. Hernandez kicks long, left-footed down that left-hand side, over the halfway line, looking for Diomande. Can Diomande control it down this near side? Under pressure from Balde, does well, tries to play it off and to get the throw in, loses possession. Bring it clear towards the halfway line. There's a strong challenge coming in there. Fair one, says the referee. Poked back inside the Leganes half, though, by Tapia. There's a loose one on the halfway line, and Barca will come away with it. Here's a chance for Lamine Yamal again. His touch is heavy this time, and it allows the opportunity for Cisse to put the ball out of play down this near side. It'll be a throw-in to Barca on the halfway line down their right-hand side. What an incredible 2025 Barcelona have had. They're unbeaten in 23 games now. Their last defeat was that, what we thought at the time was a hugely damaging one in the race for La Liga, where they lost dramatically right at the end to Atletico Madrid on the 21st of December. Since then, they've been almost perfect in the Champions League, in the Copa del Rey, in La Liga. And if they carry on with this sort of form, they are going to take some stopping in all 3 of those competitions. Throw in then to Leganes, just shy of the halfway line down there, this near side, their left-hand side. Hernandez will take it, and he finds Diomande back towards Hernandez. Infield it goes, and then floated out towards that far side by Tapia. It's going to be picked up by Rossier, the right back. All with pace towards the edge of the penalty area, but a little bit too much pace, and it goes through to Wojciech Szczesny in that Barcelona goal. Wastes no time at all in bowling that one out to Pedri. Over the halfway line he goes. One to chase for Rafinha. He's not going to get on the end of it, though, the Brazilian, and it's cleared out towards the far side, and it can be further cleared by Sainz to prevent the corner, which he does, right-footed towards the halfway line. Ball goes out of play down this near side in the Leganes right back position. It will be a throw to the hosts. And they've weathered the storm a little bit here. Barca started really quickly, just as they did actually midweek against Borussia Dortmund. They could have been 2 or 3 goals up inside the first 10 minutes in that one. They were so superior to the German team. Barca have won the ball back now, midway inside the Leganes half, going backwards at the moment, the youngster, and then makes his way out towards this near side, and the ball goes out of play, but it's come off of the Spanish international, so it'll be a throw-in left-back position. He's already shown a couple of sides of what he's capable of doing when he's got the ball at his feet. Lamine Yamal, he really has. Throw in then to Leganes. It's going to be taken by Hernandez. Pretty much next to the corner flag, deep inside his own half here. Gets the ball back following the throw, and then kicks long towards the halfway line. A little flick on out towards his near side. It's a nice one, actually. One to chase, and chase indeed it has been well by Raba, going down towards the dead ball, and he's inside the penalty. He's done brilliantly. Can he cut this back? Must be a goal. Brilliant save by Wojciech Szczesny when it seemed certain that Leganes were going to take the lead. What a brilliant one that was down this near side by Raba, the number 10. He did really well just to keep the ball in play, and he headed it on and ran onto his own ball down towards the dead ball line, inside the penalty, left foot, cut it back. There's the shot, and the shot was brilliantly saved. Altamira it was with the effort. Should he have buried it? Should he have even given Wojciech Szczesny the opportunity to save it? It goes down as a great save. Possibly he could have done more, and it remains goalless, but that is by far and away the biggest opportunity we've seen from either side so far. It falls for the team currently in the relegation zone in La Liga. Will that be a wake-up call for Barcelona? It was just a brilliant run down this near side by Dani Raba that created it all, put it on a plate really for the number 2, Adria Altamira, and his right-footed shot from about 12 yards out, saved by Wojciech Szczesny, and Barca managed to clear their lines. Barca got a throw in now down this near side, midway inside the Leganes half. It's going to be taken by Koundé. Koundé finds Pedri, gets the ball back immediately down this near side, continues his run down that right-hand touchline, but not on the same wavelength this time as himself and Fermin Lopez. The ball goes out of play. It'll be a Leganes throw down this near side, deep inside their own half in their left-back position, and it'll be taken by Javi Hernandez, who's got Lamine Yamal right in front of him. Throws long down the line. And, well, it was the intended recipient was Raba. I think the ball's gone out of play. And it's going to be another Leganes throw-in, closer to the halfway line now, down this near side. And, well, Barca came out the traps quickly. They contained them. And then they broke so effectively down that left-hand side and so nearly broke the deadlock. They have possession now midway inside the Barca half down this near side, and it's Altamira who had that opportunity. It's cleared by Barca, but they'll come again. Leganes towards the edge of the penalty area. Referee's allowed play to continue. Altamira down towards the dead ball and cuts that ball back. Another dangerous one towards Diamande. It's put out of play down this near side. They're the better team at the moment. Throw in, level with the edge of the Barcelona penalty area. Down the Leganes left-hand side. To be taken by Javi Hernandez. And it's down this left-hand side that they're causing Barcelona problems. Thrown down towards the dead ball line towards Diamande. Put out again by Koundé. Another throw-in, so this one pretty much next to the corner flag. So deep inside the Barcelona half. Again, it's Javi Hernandez to take this one. And they're threatening a goal here. The relegation threat in Leganes. The ball down towards the dead ball line, and Diamande cannot control it, and it's behind for a goal kick to Barcelona. 15 minutes played here at the Estadio Municipal Bitago, and it's goalless between the team one from the bottom and the team firmly at the top of the pack at the moment. Barcelona looking to win back La Liga, of course, which they did win under Xavi. And Real Madrid, of course, doing the double last season, winning the Champions League and La Liga pretty comfortably in the end. Barca have possession now midway inside the Leganes half. Lamine Yamal pokes in field to Jules Koundé. Koundé closed down quickly by Diamande, has to go backwards a little bit, and he does do that. Finds Garcia. Garcia out towards that left-hand side, and Balde back towards the centre it goes. Ario low ball out towards Lamine Yamal again, almost level with the edge of the penalty area. Infield to Koundé. Koundé finds Pedri. And back it goes towards the halfway line again, just to the left of the centre circle for Barca, who are camped inside the Leganes half at the moment to reassert themselves after that spell of pressure from the hosts. Those two opportunities, those two runs down that left-hand side, one of which so nearly resulted in the opening goal. Jules Koundé down towards the right-hand touchline. Lamine Yamal cuts in field. He's about 45 yards from goal. He's lost possession though. His touch was a little bit too heavy, and it allowed Hernandez to get the challenge in, win the ball back. He plays it long inside the Barca half, but to absolutely nobody in particular. And it goes out of play over on the far side. Barcelona have a throw in midway inside their own half down their left-hand side. Here's Ario. Goes square to Martinez. Martinez brings it over the halfway line towards the right of the centre circle. On it goes now towards Garcia. Garcia looks out towards that left-hand touchline, and there is Balde again. Back in field to Garcia, closed down quickly, releases it to Pedri. Pedri back out towards that left-hand touchline again. Down the line it goes, crossing opportunity. Low ball towards the edge of the 18-yard line. It's not a great one though, and it can be cleared easily by Gonzalez for Leganes. This is disappointing though. Last couple of times they've won the ball back, all they've done is just play the ball long inside the Barca half. There's nobody there in a blue and white striped shirt, and Barcelona will just come again, and that's exactly what they do. The inside right position with Jules Koundé. He's got Lamine Yamal ahead of him, but he decides to go backwards towards Garcia. Garcia finds Pedri just ahead of him, twisting, turning out towards the inside right position. Lamine Yamal, first time ball back down the line towards Koundé. Cuts in field, Lamine Yamal. This is nice. Now 30 yards from goal. Square ball towards his left-hand side. Trickles through into the penalty area. The ball from Lopez has got too much on it, and it goes through harmlessly to Mitrovic, the Serbian goalkeeper for Leganes. Goalless in the 19th minute here at the Stadio Municipal Butaque. He's going to kick along the goalkeeper from hands, left-footed, out towards that far side. Nice cushion header down actually for the hosts with Rodriguez. Ball over the top, and well, goodness me, Szczesny had to be alert there, and indeed he was. Came rushing out of his goal, the Polish goalkeeper. I'm not sure if the offside flag would have gone up, but taking no chance. I'm just looking at a replay. It would have been offside. In fact, there were two Leganes players in the offside position by looks of things. Szczesny wasn't to know that. Came rushing out of his goal, cleared for Barcelona, who have the ball now on the halfway line. Low ball out towards that far side, and Alejandro Balde. Balde's now level with the edge of the penalty area, cuts in field slightly, thought about the cross, thinks better of it, goes in field, there comes the cross, it's a nice one as well, and there's the header over the top from Lopez. I'm not sure if he's in an offside position, indeed he was. The offside flag is up now down this near side. It's over the top anyway from Fermin Lopez, and it's behind. Ooh, he's about a yard offside, just looking at a replay. It's a decent header actually. It's a tough one because it was kind of behind him. Managed to twist the head well, got a lot of power on it, he just couldn't keep it down, Lopez. Free kick then for Leganes inside their own penalty area. We're in the 20th minute. Leganes 0, Barcelona 0. Long ball forward. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid fans, of course, watching this one closely, hoping that Barca falter. They need to falter, because if they don't, they're going to win this La Liga title. Both Madrid sides hoping for upsets in these last 8 games for Barcelona. Here's Rafinha, who's been quiet in this first half. Out towards Balde over on the far side. Continued his run forward towards the edge of the penalty area, the Brazilian, but Barca have gone backwards, back towards the halfway line with Martinez. Martinez now loops one out towards the far side. It's one to chase for Balde. He's not going to get on the end of it, though. It's gone out of play, and the throw-in will go for Leganes right next to the corner flag in their right-back position. And the fluency in attack, not quite there yet for Barcelona, as it has been so emphatically of late, of course. Been scoring goals for fun, Hansi Flick's men. And that can be seen quite easily, actually, in the La Liga table. They've got a goal difference, Barcelona, plus 54. They've scored 83 goals this season. Second best is Real Madrid with 63, so they've got 20 more than their big rivals. Long ball forward now for Leganes. It's going to go all the way through to Wojciech Szczesny. And the goal difference of plus 54, with the second best being Real Madrid's at plus 32. So they're plus 22 better on that as well. Barca, who come forward down the left-hand side now, crossing opportunity from the left-hand. What is swept out towards this near side. Lamine Yamal, right corner of the penalty area. And down towards the dead ball line he goes. Ball on his right foot. Cuts it back onto his left foot inside the penalty area. Trying to work the shot as he... Lamine Yamal, there goes the cheeky back heel towards Jules Koundé inside the penalty area. There's the shot. Oh, it took a deflection. It had to be pushed behind by Dimitrovic for a corner. It was going in. The initial shot from Koundé looked to be quite harmless, actually, but it took the deflection off the defender, and it's a really, really good save. The defender was Sergio Gonzalez, who it hit, and it's a corner for Barcelona, their third of the evening from that far side, from this near side, I should say, this Barcelona right, and it's going to be Rafinha, left-footed in-swinger, and it comes towards the far post. Keeper gets a palm to it, gets it clear and out towards that far side, and it's run clear down that far side now by Sainz. Sainz goes long, and again, it's a disappointing one. It's far too long, and it's gone all the way through to Wojciech Szczesny. Szczesny touches it off to Borde, and Barca are in business again. We're midway through the first half here at the Leganes. It remains goalless, top versus 19th in La Liga. But just to reiterate, they have beaten Barcelona this season, early on in the season when Barca were having a little bit of a wobble. They've certainly not had a wobble of any sort in 20. And Barca threatening, and it comes right-footed, low delivery, flicked on by Lewandowski, and then put behind by the number 12, Rossiers. Another corner for Barca, their second in quick succession again from that far side. Right-footed delivery again. from Lopez. Drills it this time towards the edge of the area. Rafinha takes the shot, and it takes a deflection, but it took a deflection off a Barca player because it hit Ario inside the penalty area. One from the training ground, that one. Lopez just drilled the ball towards the edge of the penalty area because in loads of space there was Rafinha. Took one touch. He sliced his shot, to be fair. I don't think he was goal bound at all. Took a deflection, but it hit his own player. It was Ario that it hit, and it went over the top for a goal kick to Leganes. There's the long ball forward towards the edge of the Barcelona penalty area. They have picked up the pieces, and then a really, really poor ball by Cisse. Looking to find Diamande in the inside left position. Not going to find him because he got far too much on it. His direction was poor as well, to be fair. And Barca have it again on the edge of their own penalty area. They can bring this ball forward now with Ario. Forward it goes to Garcia. Garcia now inside the centre circle, brings it over the halfway line, looks towards his right hand side. There's Jules Koundé. First time ball down the line to Lamine Yamal, stretching. That's a stretch as well, just to keep the ball in play. Goes back to Koundé again, and he finds Ario now inside the centre circle for Barcelona. Brings it over the halfway line at walking pace forward towards Pedri. Pedri low ball out towards Lamine Yamal. There's the cheeky little trip on Lamine Yamal as he tries to go around Hernandez. That's going to be a free kick, and down this near side, free kick to Barcelona midway inside the Leganes half, just a few yards in field from the right hand touchline. He just got there first. Lamine Yamal just touched it past up his steps now, right-footed. No, he's gone backwards again. Thought better of it. Left arm up in the air. Steps up now. Nil-nil with Union Berlin, so the gap, as it does with Inter Milan, of course, in Italy as well, doing so well. Looks as if they're going to retain their title. Inside, right position out towards Lopez back to Garcia, back out to Lamine Yamal again. Cuts in field on that left foot. He's pretty much central now. Pokes it out towards Pedri, and Pedri out towards the inside left position. There's the ball in towards the penalty area. There's the shot into the side netting from Lamine Yamal, who'd suddenly popped up inside that penalty area on the left-hand side. The ball threaded through to him, left-footed from a very, very tight angle. In between two Leganes defenders. Did well just to get the shot in the end, to be fair. Keeper had it covered at the near post, into the side netting. It goes behind for a goal kick to Leganes. Dimitrovic then, they'll take a point. Absolutely, they take a point today, Leganes. They would move to 29 points if they could get the win tonight, and that would leave them level on points with Las Palmas, and just a point behind Alaves, who have the place outside the three relegation spots. Ball's going to play over the far side. It's going to be a throw-in to Barcelona, midway inside their own half, down their left-hand side. And back towards the edge of the 18-yard line it goes for the Barcelona captain, Ronald Ario. Brings the ball forward towards the halfway line. Inside the centre circle it goes, touched off immediately by Garcia. Back to Jules Koundé now, just to the right of the centre circle. Turns back to Ario. Ario now himself is inside that centre circle for Barcelona, brings it over the halfway line, and then a low ball towards his right-hand side. Jules Koundé down the line, it goes to Lamine Yamal. First time ball forward to Lopez. Lopez is pushed over, surely. No, referee allows play to continue. Let's see if pushed in the back by Tapia. He's allowed that one to go. Tapia plays it low towards the halfway line for Leganes. Then the long ball goes down the left-hand side, looking for Diomande. Headed out of play by Jules Koundé. Throw into Leganes, just a few yards inside the Barcelona half, down the Leganes left-hand side. Just looking at a replay of that challenge. I mean, it's bordering on the fair barge, I guess. Strong play, we'll call it. Throw into Leganes. And this one is a few yards inside the Barcelona half, down this near side. Taken by Hernandez. Hernandez gets the ball back from him, throw forward to Diomande. This is nice from the host until that pass there, which was really poor by Raba. Back to the goalkeeper goes Barcelona, and Szczesny kicks long. The hosts have got it though. There's the cushioned header by Sainz. Back to the goalkeeper Dimitrovic, and Dimitrovic picks the ball up just on the edge of his penalty area and waves his defenders forward. 12 minutes to half time, still goalless. Puts the ball down then and kicks long left-footed out towards that far side, but Barca will have it again. Forward it goes by Martinez, and then a challenge, a strong challenge coming in over the far side, and the Leganes player has gone down. Referee's allowed play to continue. The player, can't quite see who it is it might be Hernandez over the far side. The referee's allowed play to continue. It's not a head injury, so there's no reason that we should stop playing. Barcelona now striding forward with Rafinha, level with the edge of the penalty area. Back to Balde. Infield it goes to Garcia. Garcia square to Koundé. There's the low ball out to Lamine Yamal. First time touch inside to Jules Koundé. He's 35 yards from goal, just to right of centre. Square he goes towards Garcia. Garcia out towards that far side. Rafinha, there's the cross left-footed. It's a poor one from the Brazilian. And Leganes will just allow that ball to trickle behind for a goal kick. And the Leganes player that's down could receive some attention now. Just looking at a replay of this. There's a challenge with Balde. It's an interesting one. It was Raba actually who's gone down, and it was just a stretch, I think, when he was trying to win the ball off of Garcia. He's hurt himself there. It wasn't a foul or anything like that. It's just the way he's stretched, and he's just hurt himself there. 10 minutes to half time. Leganes 0, Barcelona 0. If this would have stayed the same, Barcelona, who of course drew last week in the Liga, of course, would go 5 points clear, but Real would have the chance to close the gap to 2 points, and it would put the title, of course, back in Real Madrid's hands as well, because the two teams still have to play each other on May the 11th. That's one for the diary, the Liga Clasico that could decide this La Liga title race. Got to play in the Copa del Rey, of course, as well, so there will be another, at least another. They could obviously still play in the Champions League final, of course, although Real Madrid will have to do something miraculous in midweek to pull that one around against Arsenal, trailing by 3 goals to 0. Arsenal look comfortable, 4-0 against Dortmund, of course, in the first leg. Second leg to come on Tuesday night in Germany. And the Copa del Rey will take place before the league game. The Copa del Rey is the 26th of April between Barca and Real. And then on the 11th of May, that potentially league-defining, title-deciding Clasico at the Olympic Stadium between Barcelona. It's almost certainly not going to happen. We believe they end actually on the last day of the season away to Atletico Bilbao. But Real Madrid, Espanyol, Villarreal, by no means done and dusted. And it remains goalless here. Barcelona coming forward once more. They've lost their way though, and Leganes clear long towards the halfway line. Jules Koundé pokes it back to Wojciech Szczesny. Szczesny goes out to Ario. Ario just outside the centre circle square to his left-hand side. Over the halfway line it goes. Rafinha over on that far side for Barcelona. Down the line it goes, and popping up over on that far side is Pedri. Balde now, infield to Garcia. Garcia, low ball, right-footed out towards the near touchline, and Leganes can clear through the number 2, Altamira. It's gone out of play over the far side. It will be a throw-in though to Boya Leganes' men, who've contained Barca well so far this evening. We know Barca can go mad with goals. 4, of course, against Dortmund, 4 recently against Girona, 3 against Osasuna, 4 against Atletico Madrid. And there's a Leganes player that's gone down. Yeah, no, that's definitely not a foul. Definitely not a foul. The Leganes manager thinks otherwise, though. Shouting and screaming on the touchline. Nothing doing. Balde himself, who was involved in that challenge. Tomorrow. They play on Monday night at home to Real Valladolid. The Barcelona drop points today. A little bit of concern at the moment for Barcelona. This injury to Alejandro Ball, just stretching, I think, trying to clear that ball previously when that free kick, well, it wasn't a free kick in the end, it was a free kick that Leganes thought they should have had, although I disagree strongly when I saw the replay. I thought it was a dive from Adria Altamira. But there is some movement being made on that Barcelona bench, and this might be an enforced change for Hansi Flick. 5 minutes or so before half-time. He's back on his feet, but he on his face, and I think there will be a change here for Barcelona. Unsurprisingly, the Leganes player who went down, Adria Altamira, is fine. Here's Diomande inside the penalty, gets the shot in, takes a deflection, and it's gone behind for a corner. It could have gone anywhere. That deflection, I think it came off of Fermin Lopez, and Leganes will have their second of the evening to be taken from this near side. 5 minutes now to half-time. There'll be a little bit of a stoppage as well, a little bit of stoppage time as well, due to that injury for Balde. And indeed, Barca are going to make a change because Gerard Martin, the number 35, is coming on, and indeed he does come on. And unfortunately, towards the near post, headed, and Lewandowski back now doing the defending. It's going to be a throw-in right next to the corner flag, deep inside the Barcelona half, down the Leganes left-hand side. And the hosts here threatening a surprise. Need to get the field, it goes to Cisse. Cisse's ball across the edge of the 18-yard line is a poor one. Barcelona clearly they might have a break on here. Lamine Yamal now over the halfway line he comes. 2 defenders back, still Lamine Yamal cuts in field, he's 35 yards from goal, pokes it towards the edge of the penalty area, and Rafinha's first touch was heavy. Challenge comes in, ball cleared out of play, throw in to Leganes over on the far side. Lamine Yamal, there's a Leganes player down now, injured on the edge of the penalty area, and it's the number 5, Renato Tapia. So quick to break their Barca. They really were over the halfway line. It went with Pedri towards Lamine Yamal, cut in field, and looked to play it across the edge of the 18-yard line towards Lewandowski. And in the end, they were very, very quick to get back, Leganes actually, and clear their lines and prevent Barca from getting a goal here in the latter stages of this first half. They've got to throw it over on the far side, the hosts, to be taken by Hernandez. There's another player down. It's Raba now, who's down, just rubbing the top of his head. As we see Alejandro Balde just walking around the outside, the perimeter of the pitch. He's still not got back towards the substitute benches. Just looking at a replay just to see, it was a coming together off the ball between Martinez and Raba, and Raba's made a real meal of that one. He's back on his feet now, unsurprisingly, and absolutely fine. And Leganes have a throw in over on the far side, midway inside their own half. It's with Cisse, long ball forward down the centre. It's a decent one as well. One to chase, and chase they do now. Edge of the penalty area, shot comes in, which is blasted well wide. It was an opportunity, and a decent opportunity as well for Rodriguez. It was a lovely ball down the centre by Cisse, poked it forward. A couple of touches taken towards the edge of the penalty area, and then left-footed, tried to beat the keeper at his near post. It's a decent effort, but he's never going to beat the keeper from that position. He's really not. Needed support. He had to go it alone because he had no options. The number 7, Oscar Rodriguez. Barca have it now in the centre circle with Ario out towards that far side. Here's Rafinha. There's the cross, left-footed. It's a decent header, a decent cross as well towards the far post, and there's the header by Lopez, which he heads down into the ground and well wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post. It's a nice delivery that from Rafinha, and Lopez could possibly have done better. Just looking at a replay of it now, he gets it all wrong actually, Lopez. Just at the far post, just heads it down into the ground. It's actually going away from goal. It needs to go back towards goal because he's wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post. Inside the last half the 45, that would be a good 2 or 3 minutes I think to add on at the end of the 45 minutes. The stoppages. There's the long ball forward by Dimitrovic, and in the end Leganes go long towards the edge of the Barcelona penalty. It goes all the way through to Wojciech Szczesny, plays the ball out to Ario, on towards the substitute Gerard Martin over on that far side. Infield it goes to Ario. Ario sweeps it back out to Martin over on that far side. Rafinha's made the run down the left-hand side, but he didn't spot him. He goes infield instead. Is Pedri inside the centre circle for Barca. Low ball out towards Rafinha again over on that far side. Rafinha now, he's got 2 Leganes players for company. Goes infield again towards Pedri. Now it's with Garcia. Low ball by Jules Koundé out to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal cuts infield again. Ball on his left foot. 35 yards from goal. In between 2 Leganes players he goes, and then pokes it back again to Pedri. Pedri goes square to his left-hand side. There's the cross towards the far post, which has got too much on it. Arriving dramatically at the far post was Jules Koundé to try and get on the end of that delivery from Inigo Martinez. Was never going to get on the end of it. We're inside 3 minutes of stoppage time. It remains goalless here between Leganes and Barcelona. 19th place holding first place in La Liga at the moment. It looks as if they might well get to half-time. They may get halfway through with this goalless. Barcelona looking to stretch their lead at the top of La Liga tonight, and Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid fans, of course, hoping that the Catalans are going to drop at least a couple of points tonight. Leading the way down the centre it goes. This is an opportunity for Leganes. Brilliant, strong challenge from Jules Koundé there on Rava on the edge of the penalty area. Wins it back, and Leganes have done really well actually to win it back through Cisse down this near side. Down towards the dead ball, out it goes. Cut back left-footed. There's the opportunity. Oh, Diomande at the near post. Again, I think he's gone down, and I think that's a dive. He's not going to get the penalty. The referee was quick to dismiss it, and Barcelona now have it on the halfway line. Down this near side with Lopez. Infield to Lamine Yamal. Just to the right of the centre circle. I'm just looking at a replay of that penalty appeal. Oh dear, it's a dive. It's as simple as that. He didn't even need to go down, because he was first to the ball at the near post actually, was Diomande. He got his foot to it, and he could have had a play on it to try and get a shot in. But in the end, he went down like a sack of spuds, wanting the penalty. The referee waved play on, and rightly so. Jules Koundé, right side of the penalty, a right-footed cross straight into the arms of Dimitrovic, the Leganes goalkeeper. Still goalless. And well, he just, I mean, possibly you could say Diomande just overran it slightly. He did get to the ball first. He got there ahead of Ario. But his touch was quite heavy, and I just wonder whether he went down because he didn't think he'd get a play on it. He was going to go behind for a goal kick. Threw himself down to the ground, wanting the penalty. Was never going to get that one. We played 2 after 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first 45. It looks as if we're going in at half-time goalless. Barcelona have it with Jules Koundé just inside their own half, just to the right of the centre circle. Forward it goes to Pedri. Pedri back to Koundé. And Koundé turns, goes back to Ario, and Ario goes back to Szczesny. Szczesny out towards Martinez over the far side. Down the line it goes to Rafinha. 30 seconds of stoppage time to play at the end of this first half. Barcelona started very, very strongly, but it's become more of an even contest, to be fair, as the first half has gone on. Leganes have more than held their own. Lewandowski now drops deep, plays it out towards that far touchline, and Martin back towards the halfway line. Go Barca again. Jules Koundé now. Ball to Lopez. Lamine Yamal cuts some field again. 35 yards from goal. Loops one towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. There's the header clear for Leganes towards the halfway line, and I think that's pretty much going to be that for the half-time. They might have a break here over on the far side, though. Leganes over the halfway line they come. There's a player in the centre who's miles offside. He's got to be careful. There comes the cross. Oh, this is the opportunity for Leganes. It's wide out towards the left-hand side. There comes the cross towards the far post. It's above everybody. And in the end, Barca get it clear through Petri, of all people, over on the far side. And there goes the half-time whistle. And an exciting end to the first half there, with Leganes breaking clear down the right-hand side, but the ball was just overrun in the end, and the opportunity went as quickly as it was invited to them. Half-time here at the Estadio Municipal. Leganes break some moments ago, so if anything did come of it, it would have been chalked off. Anyway, half-time then, we're goalless. Leganes 0, Barcelona 0. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half.
Channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.